Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very well.
I hope so. Wishing you all the best every time. Now, biodiversity. How many different paragraphs do we have on this page right now?
For this one,
Four. What do we have for each paragraph?
The meaning of biodiversity.
So is it the meaning or subheading, a title? What do we
yes,
have? Titles. How many titles?
for
Four
What's the first
titles.
one? What's the first one?
the
Look at
meaning
it.
of
The meaning.
biodiversity.
The meaning. What's the meaning of biodiversity, by the way? What's the meaning?
The variety of life.
Thank you very much. This one, or
Many different plants and animals in one place.
animals and plants living in one place. Now, the second, George, what is it about? What's the subheading?
The facts.
Okay, how many different facts are there? Look at them, please, everybody. Yes. One big fact. Look at it. Look at it here. There are so many different species. Yes, or species. في ملايين الأنواع من الكائنات الحية. So, what are the facts? Hello.
There's a lot of species.
There are millions, not just a lot. Now, look at this paragraph. Take a walk in the countryside. اطلع امشي بالأرياف in Zabadi, for example. Find yourself a small piece of ground to look at carefully. دور لك على أرض اقعد عليها هيك وتطلع. Sit down and count the different kinds of plants you can see. اقعد وعد النباتات اللي بتشوفها أنواع الأعشاب if you know them. Now, then count all the different insects. عد الحشرات الموجودة that walk across اللي بتمشي على العشب وعلى الربيع. Now, how many different? Now stand up quietly, sorry. وقف شوي, ارفع حالك. And look around. انظر نظرة أوسع بدائرة حواليك. What else can you see and hear? شو بتشوف؟ شو بتسمع؟ Grass, أعشاب, trees, أشجار, birds, طيور, animals, حيوانات. How many different kinds of living things called species did you count? قديش عديت نوع وانت قاعد وانت واقف من قريب ومن بعيد؟ Does it surprise you how much variety there is in one small area? بتتفاجئ قديش في تنوع في منطقة واحدة صغيرة محل ما أنت قاعد على مسافة 20 متر مربع 30 متر مربع. How many different species must there be in the whole of Palestine? كم عدد الأجناس الموجودة في كل فلسطين? In the whole world, in the whole of the world, في كل العالم. The answer to that is that nobody knows exactly how many different species. Scientists have found and named 1.7 million different species. العلماء وجدوا وصنفوا وسموا 1.7 مليون نوع. But the fact is that they estimate that there are between 3 and 30 million. يعني مش 1.7 مليون. في بين 3 ملايين ل 30 مليون نوع في العالم. Now, biodiversity, the importance. Now, if you look at this, it's written in bullet points. How many advantages are there? In what ways is it important, biodiversity? Yes?
It provides us with many different foods.
Okay, that's one point. Second point.
Most medicines were made following research into plant and animal biology.
Yes. Jude, number 3.
Biodiversity helps to service the
Service the
earth.
earth.
For
Service,
example,
yeah. Service the earth.
earth.
Yeah.
For example, wetland areas clean the water and plants provide the oxygen for the air.
Yeah.
Oxygen for the air we need to breathe.
طلعوا يعني شو فكرة التلوث ومش تلوث pollution. Earth cleans itself. Now, here, biodiversity helps to service the earth. تعمل خدمات للأرض. For example, wetlands المستنقعات والأراضي الرطبة clean the water بتنظف المي وبتمتصها للنبع لباطن الأرض. And the plants النباتات اللي على وجه الأرض they provide the oxygen that we need to breathe. تعرفوا النباتات مشان تطبخ غذائها تسحب من الجو ثاني أكسيد الكربون and they send out oxygen. Yes? Now,
That's true.
okay, it makes the world beautiful and interesting. So these are the advantages of the biodiversity. Number one, food. Number two, medicine. Number three, servicing the earth. And number four, good and beautiful scenery, interesting scenes to enjoy nature when you go on picnic. Now, the threats for biodiversity. How many different threats are there in this?
5.
Five. Now,
Five.
George, what's the first one?
The human pollution of the world is increasing. We are using more land and resources. We destroy as we build.
Okay, this is it. So pollution, because of humans, as they build, they are polluting. Now, there's a second point, Julia. The threats of biodiversity in the last paragraph. Yes.
help to survive the earth.
احنا الانسان هون ها. This is it. What is it? من التهديدات اللي بشكلها الانسان. No, the
This
human.
is the purpose of earth where plants, insects, birds, and animals can live and feed.
Okay, now because we are building and using land, there will be no place for plants, insects, and birds and plants. Now, another idea here, Carol. Yes. Carol. Okay, شيماء.
أستاذ إيش السؤال؟
اعطيني جملة من الجمل التهديدات الموجودة بالفقرة الأخيرة. ما I'm talking about that, aren't I?
Pollution also contributes to climate change as the world gets warmer.
Yes.
The environment
Yes.
change, and some plants and animals will die out.
So instead of all this, Carol, you could say pollution. Yes, pollution.
Yes.
What
Yes,
does it do? Yes, it's okay. Pollution, what does it do, Carol? What does it do, pollution? Lujain, can you help? شو أثر التلوث?
Contributes to climate change.
So as the world gets warmer, the environment changes and some plants and animals die out. لما الأرض بصير حرارتها أعلى، البيئة بتتغير فبتموت النباتات والحيوانات. They become extinct, like the panda. Remember that from previous units? تتذكروا عن الباندا حكينا الانقراض, extinct.
Yes.
It's the same thing. Now, we are going to do exercises on this, in fact. Biodiversity, the meaning, the facts, the threats, and the importance. The question at the top, what are the subheadings? We talked about them, the ones in blue. Biodiversity, the meaning, biodiversity, the facts, its importance, and the threats. Now, all these threats to biodiversity are a serious challenge to life on Earth. كل هاي التهديدات هي تحدي للحياة. There might come a time when life comes to an end. Now, what is interesting about all the titles and subheadings here?
They repeat the word biodiversity.
Yes, they repeat the word. Now, if they are repeating, it's rhythm. And rhythm is interesting. Why is it? Because you focus attention. لما بيعد لي معناته بدي ثبت الفكرة. بتركز انتباهي. Now, on the next slide, we had this find words that have these meanings. Sam'an number 1, Loreen number 2, Naveen number 3, Julia number 4. Go.
Number 1, consists of many different things, variety.
Variety, yes. Next one. Do that, Julia, please.
A plant or animal group, species.
Species, okay. Or species, we say. George, number 3.
Guess using the information you have, estimate.
Okay, next one. Naveen, can you?
Be one of the causes of something contributes.
Contributes, yes. The next one. Yalla. Amal?
Someone or something that would cause a harm, threats.
Threats. Okay, someone or something that causes, it's a threat. Yeah, and the last one, Jude.
Put someone or something in danger, endangers.
Okay, in danger. Now you can remember it from this word here. We had this in previous units. أضفنا ال EN مشان نحولها من danger noun إلى verb, endangers. Now in the next slide, use them to complete the sentences. Yazan number 1, Carol number 2, Yaqub number 3, go. Yazan 1,
أستاذ بس
Yaqub. Yaqub. Naveen, do that, please. They are sleeping in the morning.
Over 470 species of birds have been recorded in Palestine.
Okay, number 2. Thank you very much, Naveen.
It is estimated that this number will increase.
Okay, next one, Amal. Next, Loreen, and next, Shima. Yes.
Scientists study animals for a variety of reasons.
Variety, yes. Next one. Take that, please. Carol.
Number 8, أستاذ.
This is it, number 4. Number
We
4.
can all contribute to make his world a better place to live.
Okay, thank you. Now, Julia.
There are many threats to the future of the earth.
Okay, the last one. I need some students who didn't take that much time to participate over the last period. Yaqub, can you? Hiba,
هلا أستاذ.
yalla.
Some animals have become endangered by pollution.
Thank you very much. Now take a screenshot for the words and answers. Species, estimated, variety, contribute, threats, and endangered. Screenshot that, please. Next. Look at the text here. Look closely at the text, then answer the questions. Circle A, B, or C. Now, where do you think the text is from?
The internet.
Okay. Do you agree, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's see. Yes, it's the internet. Now, number 2, George, read that.
Who is it written for? Scientists, students, teachers.
So, who is it written for?
I answer it
Student.
also.
Huh?
Students. For
Students?
students.
Okay. Now, next one, Carol, and the next one, Julia.
What is the purpose of the text? To number A, to introduce reads to important but difficult ideas.
إذا بده يعلمنا to introduce readers to important but difficult ideas. بده يعلمنا شيء صعب. Not to encourage readers to do more to help the environment or to entertain. ما بده يسلينا ولا بده يشجعنا نعمل شيء. بده يعرفنا على خطر موجود حوالينا. To introduce readers to importance and to important difficult ideas, the threats and the importance, biodiversity, the dangers, pollution, species, etc. Now, number 4.
يلا.
Yes.
The last two شو الكلمة؟
Sections, الجزئين الأخيرين.
Sections use bullet point. Why do you think the writer used them?
ليش مستخدم نقط فوق بعض؟ بنقطهن 1 2 3 بدون أرقام.
To make the information clear and easy to read.
To make information clear and easy to read. يعني إذا بقرأ أنا فقرة أسطر ولز على بعض ما بيكون واضح، بدي أنا أدور على التسلسل تبعها إذا فيها 5 6 نقاط، بس إذا حاط لي إياها بشكل 1 2 3 أو bullet points it will be clearer. So to make the information clear and easy to read, it's more readable. Now, next activity, look at this. Amal, read the question, please.
Find the sentences in the text in period 2, then circle the best answers.
Yes. It
It
provides
provides
us.
us with many different food.
Yeah.
Section 3.
Yes, section, if you find it in section number 3, you read the sentence. You need to find what does it refer to. Go back to the text, please, in your books. What does it refer to?
B, biodiversity.
B, biodiversity. Okay. Now, because all the text is about it, it here refers to biodiversity. Number 2, Lujain.
Who does us refer to? The people of the world.
The people of the world. بيعنينا كلنا كبشر. Now, the next sentence. Carol, read the sentence, please.
This leads to a loss of areas where plants, insects, birds, and animals can live and feed. Section 4.
Yes.
The information in the text, black bond.
So.
لا.
Okay. Okay. لما بحكي لي this leads to a lot of areas where plants, insects, birds, and animals can live and feed. No. نخسر المناطق. إذن it's A. The information in the bullet points before. طبعا أقول this دائما انتبهوا سجلوا عند ملاحظة هون. This تعود على الجملة السابقة لها. It refers to the idea in the sentence before it. Write that, please, everybody. And this هنا. It refers to the idea just before it, or the sentence just before it, you can write. تعود على الجملة السابقة لها. Now, the next one, Sam'an, read number 3, please. Number 4.
يلا أستاذ.
Yes.
People causes pollution which endangers nature and wildlife. Section 4. What does which refer to? C, pollution.
Okay. Now, دائما سجلوا ملاحظة هون كمان مرة. Write your own note. Which اكتبوا عند which هنا. Which, who, that نفس الشيء. دائما بتعود على الاسم اللي قبلها مباشرة. So, which, who, and that always refer to the noun just before them. تعود على الاسم السابق لها مباشرة. Now, إذا بتطلعوا لجين, what's cause here? شو هي cause؟
السبب يعني.
فعل. verb. كتبتها بالعربي طلع. It's a verb. إذا دائما هو which that بيعود على الاسم اللي بين الفعل وبينها. ما يسبقها مباشرة. I have one chat. I need to check. Yes, that's good. Good news from you. Now, if you look again at 1, 2, 3, what's this activity about? What is it about? Isn't it about pronouns? عن ايش بيحكي حصة التمرين هذا؟ الضمائر على ماذا تعود؟ Now, it بتعود على اللي قبلها المفرد، this بتعود على الجملة، which بتعود على الفكرة كلياتها. Okay? us بتعود على الجمع، it بتعود على المفرد. This is what we had. So it singular, us plural, this the idea and the sentence, which the noun that comes before it. واضح؟ في أي سؤال؟ Any questions? Nothing. Now, in this activity, the web of life, this is something that we are going to do next time. So please look at it, study it, and prepare for the next slides as well. Now, the web of life, the species of the living world are connected, which means they cannot live alone. Now, if they are connected like this, the A needs B, B needs C, C needs D. For example, if there are many plants in an area, there will be plenty of insects to eat. The insects will do well and increase in numbers. The birds will notice this and arrive to eat the insects. The birds will do well and get fat. Some of the birds will be caught and eaten by small animals. The small animals are then eaten by bigger animals. So what's he talking about here? How we depend on each other. Plants, insects, birds, bigger birds, animals. They eat each other. They feed on each other. This is called a food chain. زي السنسال اللي بتلبسوه بالرقبة. It's a food chain, سلسلة. Because each species is linked to others like a chain. However, it's more than a chain, in fact, because even the largest animals will die at some time. Insects and other animals will then feed of their dead bodies. يعني هي مش سلسلة وبس، لأنه حتى الحيوان الكبير اللي بالآخر بوكل الطيور راح يموت وتاكله الحشرات والنباتات. So it's more than a circle. Look at it again. Now, eventually, what is left will go into the earth and soil and encourage plants to grow. It's more like a circle than a chain. بصير دائرة. إذا بدل ما هي شكلها جنزير بصير شكلها دائري like this. It's more like a chain. Why? It's more like a circle than a chain. So it's sometimes called circle of life. What's the second name here then, Lujain?
Circle of life.
Circle of life. What was the first one?
Food chain.
This one here. Food chain. Here, circle of life. In fact, it's more than complex than this because living things depend on each other in many different ways. Insects, birds, and animals live in plants or trees. Some insects live on the bodies of animals and birds. Plants need insects, birds, and animals to spread their seeds so that they can make new plants. So species are connected in many ways, and that is why it is called the web of life. Now, what's the third name here?
Web of life.
The web of life. You have three questions. Why is it a food chain? Why is it a circle of life? And why is it a web of life? Read again, please. Find the answers. Write them for next time. تحضروا إجابات الثلاث أسئلة. ليش اسمها food chain؟ ليش اسمها circle of life؟ وليش اسمها web of life? Now, in the last text here, when the web is broken by humans. طب هاي شبكة الحياة المعتمدة على بعض. إحنا الناس بنخربها. Broken تكسر. It has consequences. له عواقب سيئة انعكاسات that nobody can predict. ما بنقدر نعرفها. Now, the cane toads, ضفادع القصب of Australia are a good example. هذول الضفادع مثال على إنه إيش؟ الإنسان عم يخرب الوضع. Read that please for next time. Thank you very much for today. Have some time as a break. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.